Hello. Let me explain something that confuses lots of people nowadays. Most people don't feel stuck because they're lazy. They feel stuck for the fact that they're constantly doing something, and yet nothing actually changes. And being busy is not always the same as progressing. Being busy is doing something that occupies you: chores, work, ironing, lots of more. Progressing, however, is not progressing in terms of work or time, but progressing on being better for oneself. Today, I shall explain the difference between being busy and genuinely progressing, because that they're not the same. Here is Jerry, a carpenter. He wakes up in the morning, he goes to work, and does work, occupying himself with carpentry, making furnitures for his boss, and whatnot. He made a fine piece of table after hours of redesigning and polishing. He gives the table to his boss, and his boss sells it. Jerry leaves work and goes to a restaurant, eats in the restaurant, and goes home and is tired. You wake up, do life, go to bed. Very simple, but what matters between the end and the beginning is what happens in between, the journey. You may be busy doing your work or anything that keeps you occupied, but what do you really gain? What do you really achieve? Where do you really progress? If someone asked you what actually changed about you this week, most people won't know how to answer it. They could say they got better at their job, or they could say they are richer. But in terms of themselves, they did not really progress slow or far from before. Busyness is the movement with no direction. Progress is movement that changes something: how you think, what you can do, how you decide. If nothing about you changes over time, the effort you do is just maintenance, not growth. This is Harold, a waiter in a mediocre restaurant, working minimum wage to pay his student loans. Harold never was an ambitious nor an active person. For such facts, he sees his friends and colleagues progressing through life. He sees his coworkers progressing. Even people who usually come to the restaurant progress in some way. All of them gaining new skills and being better in something, while Harold can just speak about his college studies and work. He felt left behind. He decided to change that. He makes some time in a day to try to get better in observation, a skill he is horrible at. After a week of consistent observation training, he saw something. During one hangout, Harold saw one of his friends got a new pair of glasses that looked quite similar to the previous glasses. He asked his friend and he confirmed it. It is the new glasses. And then everyone started talking about the glasses. Harold reflects during that simple notice. He observed something that is a small, but it is still progress. Everyone except one person wasn't moving on, and now he is moving with direction, slowly. Of course, if Harold has more plans for the future instead of focusing on one skill. Change is the real signal of progress. No matter how small, as long as it benefits you, it is progress. When we look at the story back then, Harold, if he hadn't practiced or did observation training, he wouldn't have noticed that small detail that his friend got a new glasses. But he did. He noticed it, and that was progress. When one can utilize a skill or something they learned, that is change in oneself. If you're progressing, something becomes different. You understand something you didn't understand before. You handle situations better. You stop making the same mistakes automatically. Progress is often quiet. It doesn't always feel productive, but all the effort shows up later on. This is Sunda, a high school girl. So Linda keeps on getting low marks on her exams, and she doesn't know why. Her friends tell her to study and study and study, saying the more time you put into studying, the higher your grade is. She tried studying for longer periods of time, taking 2 to 3 hours of her day studying. But in her midterms, she did not get good marks on the same exams. One day, Celinda just stopped studying and thought of something. Why? She thinks, why am I failing despite consistently studying every day with effort? An idea forms because she did not understand what she is studying. She learned something in class, and generally, everything had this lesson. Quality is better than quantity. So Celinda started studying less, only for 1 hour or 30 minutes, but she tries to understand what she is studying about. After months of consistent studying and understanding, she did her final exams and waited for a month for her marks. Surprise, surprise, she got A's in everything. A girl tries studying and studying and studying and still did not get good grades in her exam. She thought and understood why she can't succeed. It is because she can't understand what she is studying. She is learning, yes, but not understanding, just reading. It is not about the time you put into what you do, it is how you do it, the quality. If she had not thought, she will have continued years of the same mistake. Thinking clarifies the direction in what you do. Without thinking, you'll chase goals you may not really want. You'll do things blindly. You copy paths that don't fit you. You stay busy despite unknowing or knowing the truths. Thinking feels slow, but it's what separates movement from meaning. Now, why do I say all of these stories and all of these explanations? Because they are connected. Busyness keeps you occupied and distracts a person from progressing in being better or achieving one's dream. Thinking gives you a clear direction to your goal or what you want to achieve in the near future or future. Change proves you are progressing no matter how small the little progressing is. So later, don't ask yourself, am I doing a lot? Ask yourself, am I different than I was before? Different in how you think, different in how you act, different in what you move through life. Because real progress isn't loud, it's visible the more you move in life. I wish I clarified some misunderstanding between progress and busyness. I'll leave now. See you later.